Hi everyone and welcome to At the Table with What's New. And today we'll be talking about a very interesting topic, I feel. So we'll be talking about catcalling and whether it's a big deal or should we just get over it. This is Mal, everyone, Josh,
What's up?
Randy, and Michelle. So they'll be sharing their opinions on the topic. Before we get started, I think does everyone here have like an understanding of what catcalling?
Yes.
I don't know how Randy does it, but
Why are you pointing at me?
Michelle, do you want to encapsulate that?
It's everything that everyone said. I think it's very derogatory. As a
what?
derogatory.
It's not an
Just
opinion
voices.
thing first.
Huh?
Just describe what it is.
Yeah, like, I know. I'm saying catcalling already has a negative connotations when you call a person out like derogatory. Continue.
No opinions.
Before we move on any further, we have a tiny xylophone. This is for emergency purposes. Because this is supposed to be a judgment-free zone, you're welcome to share your opinions.
Right.
Judgment free, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the event that it gets too heated, I will just and we can move on from there. I wrote a couple of articles on what's new about catcalling, and I spoke to both men and women. But I think it's nice to hear everyone else's opinions, whether it's a big deal or if it has ever happened to any of these people. So maybe I'll just pose this question to the ladies. Have you ever gotten catcalled before and what happened?
Which
Many.
one's the least?
Maybe, huh? Continue. Okay.
Isn't that catcalling?
Yeah.
No, that's
I'm
not.
insinuating that it's really nice to get catcalled.
No.
So it's
Shut
your
My
face.
opinion is later.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
I forgot my story already. So it was at the mall. I was out with my girlfriends and we were just walking around. And then a group of guys, we were passing past them. And they were like, woo woo, Assalamualaikum. And you know, like, it's worse because they use Assalamualaikum. You have to reply Waalaikumsalam in a way. And that's how.
Did you?
No lah, I just replied like, Waalaikumsalam. Then walked away. And that's it. Yeah.
Smart, huh?
I don't normally I don't respond back to them. But there was this one time when I was in secondary school, I think I finished all levels and I was walking back from school because I lived very nearby, and this older man walked next to me, and it wasn't really catcalling at first, but it was kind of like him coming up to me and, oh, where are you going? Are you skipping school? That kind of thing. Oh, then, oh no, I thought he was a concerned man. So I'm like, oh no, I'm not skipping school. How old are you? You look really pretty, huh? Very pretty, your skirt very nice.
You
Which
got
school you
out.
go to? Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I cannot reply him anymore, so I kept walking. But he was walking very close to like where my house was. I ran ahead of him. He was, oh, where you going? Where you going, pretty girl? And then eventually he went off.
Creepy.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Who's this guy?
I mean, yeah. So getting onto that, what do you feel is the line between like a friendly compliment versus catcalling? Like, do you think there's a definitive line, or like it's a gray area?
The line will be subjective because you will feel uncomfortable. That's where the line
That's
is.
true.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess you never really know when that line is, because if you're the person being catcalled, you always know the line, right? But if you're the person doing the catcalling, technically you never know what that line is because you don't know how comfortable the other party is. So like I think it's really tough to judge. Not that I'm saying it's the right thing. But
Yeah.
What if someone came to you and did it in a very timid way?
Like,
Come up to you and say, I'm sorry, excuse me, but I think you're really pretty.
that's not
That's not
catcalling.
calling. That's just coming up and flirting.
Terribly.
But some
It's
would say
timid,
that
I mean.
catcalling is a way of
Catcalling
flirting,
is
isn't it?
calling from far away, like, hey, pretty girl, yeah, you look pretty today. You wanna come with me or something like that.
Is it because it's like a public outcry? Is that everyone else can hear it? That
Yes.
it puts you in the spotlight?
Yes.
But it still depends on like, let's say someone who's not attractive and someone who is, right? There's a line when it comes to that, right?
That's a good point.
So if I were to catcall and like Randy, the ugly one, catcall, there's a difference.
That's
So me, attractive.
Objection.
No. What I'm saying is right.
No
So the
insulting.
the standard that you guys are saying, it depends on the other person also.
Do you think catcalling is harmful?
Yes and no, but for me personally, it's not harmful because I'm not traumatized by it.
So it means different people take it differently. lah.
Yeah.
So
And
for
depends
me,
on the looks of that person catcalling
Yeah.
you. So the more
Whoa.
handsome Korean looking, then it's okay.
I
Korean
see.
looking
Yeah, but
yeah.
the act of catcalling
itself.
is
Yeah.
so unattractive.
But to you, sometimes it's complimenting, no?
No.
Are you
If-
sure?
What would
Are you sure or not?
yes.
Listen, in your life, never have you been catcalled before. What do you feel?
How would I know?
Yeah lah. Means sometimes it's complimenting the fact that you get catcalled. No?
Even come up to that? No.
That's a
Are you sure?
Wait.
That's very logical.
Are you sure or not? Sometimes it makes you feel pretty also, man.
I hate to agree with him.
Okay, that depends lah. The first
You-
time
it
you
makes you
taste
feel
something,
pretty.
right? The first time you taste something, it can
Nah.
be good or bad.
Say-
Like truffle oil, you can be good, it can be bad.
Truffle oil?
Oh, okay, fine. Durian, it can be good or bad for some people. It smells nasty.
Oh,
Anyway, durian. So one person will say, "Oh, it's nice," another person is like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
like you don't like durian, right?"
I hate durian.
Exactly. So it all depends on the situation.
What if it's like in the dark kind of situation where you don't say it out, but you say to bro lah, ha?
Okay.
Say, "Oi, tu basar cuburnya." Macam tu. Is that considered as catcalling?
I don't think so. 'Cause no one else is hearing, right?
But there's another person hearing it, which is your friend lah. And if let's say the situation is you, your friend and another girl, you are talking about another girl there. So that other girl might agree to you because you're best friend or whatever. But does that consider as catcalling when that your friend, young girl, is put in that situation when she is on the other person's side?
I don't think so. Because you're not calling anyone out. I'm having a conversation with you. You're eavesdropping.
Yes.
Unless
So-
I'm talking to both of you, then it's a conversation. But if
Yes.
I yell it out and then she hears it,
Then
yeah, because she's not part of the conversation.
Okay,
at
so
all.
means you're saying that that's okay lah.
No, I
I'm
think
not
you say
saying
it's
it's okay.
Okay.
it's not catcalling, but at the
But-
same time
yeah.
it's still rude.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
I wouldn't be worried about Randy walking down a dark alley. I wouldn't be so worried. You know,
Because
I'd be pretty worried myself.
comparison. I'm comparing it if like Mao were to walk down a dark alley and like
yeah.
you know, like why are we teaching women like not to walk down a dark alley and not teaching men how to treat women right?
That is a good point.
Or if it's not a dark alley, just passing by a group of guys
Yeah.
at the staircase, why would it be uncomfortable? Why should it be
Correct.
uncomfortable?
That's the word. It is uncomfortable
Mm.
for us to.
We already expect it.
Yes, and that's a problem. The fact that we already expect that from men and we shouldn't.
But if you like reverse the situation,
I was about to say, if
yeah.
you reversed it, then it's the same.
So
but-
if the situation was reversed, would men also feel uncomfortable?
No, maybe it's because of how men are brought up to be. I don't know. I don't want to say
Is
it.
it-
Feminist lah, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. There's and men are always stronger than women in that sense.
I think there's definitely that. I think it's, men are usually more.
I think there's a perspective to that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
because there is that stigma that men are stronger or men are more tough in a dark alley.
Yeah.
That if there is a group of women that over there and a guy were to walk past, don't forget. I feel that there is the complete reverse of that. That the man that's walking by could feel judged
Yeah.
because he may not be good looking enough or he may not be physical enough, and it's. I mean, gray area again. Well, does that also mean that females within their group as well won't go, "Oh man, look at that guy. You know, he looks really sloppy. He looks really weak."
Right.
Or if it's a good-looking guy and they walk past, and all the women will go, "Oh, nice."
Yeah.
That's a form of catcalling, right? Because now the man is being judged.
Yeah.
So I think regardless of gender, right? It's I think Michelle, you said it's about being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When you put a person in a position where he's uncomfortable walking to you or just walking away from you, then that is an issue, and
Yeah.
it doesn't really care about what the gender is.
If it was someone attractive,
Oh.
you
Yeah.
feel okay with
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I'm pretty like that.
I'll say it.
If in
I
your
will
whole
feel-
life,
I will feel
You are
happy.
not-
I will feel happy.
okay.
I will feel happy.
So meaning to say you're okay with people catcalling you lah.
To a certain
To a
extent,
certain
yes.
extent, yes.
For men, do you think it's okay for girls to catcall men?
Well, I've never been catcalled by a girl before.
Okay, continue.
So, I mean, like, if it happens, I guess I can tell you if I like it or not. I'm kind of 50-50 right now. It might be a boost to my ego, or it might be like, yeah, I'm not feeling it, dude. I like the attention, though.
Nah.
I'm sure this one.
No, I don't think so. I don't think like catcalling is, regardless if it's from a male or a female, it's like even be tolerable, actually.
Hold on. Randy said just now it's you don't mind it, kan? But it has to come from a woman lah. What if it comes from a guy?
Well, you see,
It's the same thing, right? Catcalling from a guy or a woman, but
I have been catcalled by a guy
okay, you didn't say that just now. Okay, continue.
many times, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess. It didn't really affect me that much.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was overly friendly, but I tried to make it very clear I was not interested.
Okay.
He didn't get the hint, so I had to walk away really fast. Luckily, I'm a fast walker.
There you go.
Yeah.
Long legs.
Yes.
Safe.
But you know, like when I have been catcalled, I do reciprocate the interaction, right? I do use that to start a conversation, and if it doesn't go my way, that's when I stop it. So I understand that it's their way of trying to initiate some sort of friendly,
Right.
neutral relationship, obviously on grounds which is not like,
Yeah.
good, but
But there's a
I'll try to
difference
understand.
lah between when you get catcalled between women or men.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I cannot say I've never been catcalled by a girl before, so
I think it's the same to me. I don't think regardless.
some people like to be objectified.
That's another topic for another day.
That's actually quite.
Like, 50 Shades of Grey. And
Another topic for another day.
fetishes. Yeah, some people like objectification. They feel like there's like,
We've had a really fruitful discussion. A lot of interesting opinions. Some more agreed upon than not. But I think at the end of the day, as you said, catcalling may not be eradicated completely, but I think there are ways that we can prevent it and reduce it happening from people to people.
Yes.
So this has been What's New at the
Yep.
Table.
Cool. See you later.
Bye.